Aye, we give you the facts. It's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I drink? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Next week, Sunday, October 29, all road leads to chances in Negril for the Fête du Jour brunch. Ensure that you go early because activities will be starting at 2 p.m. sharp and will be ending at 10 p.m. sharp. Pre-sold tickets are on sale at World of Sports in Negril, Everything Women in Lucy, and Dr. Garwood's office in Sav-la-Mar. You can also get your pre-sold tickets online at www.ticketgateway.com. Remember now, this is a food and drink inclusive event and you're saving $2,500 when you buy your pre-sold tickets. There will also be top-class selectors on the wheels of steel. Don't miss it. And this event is fully endorsed by Popeye News Links. Check it out. In today's journey, we are in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Remember, we are heading to the parish of Portland. So continue to sit back, continue to relax, and continue to enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, this one took place yesterday morning, Saturday, October 21, at minutes after 11 o'clock. It took place at a phone and accessory store at Imperial Plaza in Sav-la-Mar in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that the operator for the store, he was in the store when a white Toyota Fielder motorcar drove up on the plaza and stopped. Two hoodlums came out of the car and went into the phone and accessory store. They brandished guns and juked down the owner for the store. They then proceeded to rob him of 8 brand new iPhones valued at over 1.2 million Jamaican dollars. The hoodlums, they then exited the store, boarded the Toyota Fielder and made good their escape. Just like that. Now, in this next incident, this one took place yesterday morning, Saturday, October 21, about 8:30. It took place along the Green Island Main Road in the parish of Hanover. What we are learning is that blue Toyota Picnic motorcar, it was traveling from Lucy towards Negril direction. The driver, along with 3 male passengers, all construction workers and all from the parish of Trelawney, they were in the car. Now, if you look on your screen, we are told that on reaching that section of the road, a man, his name is Mr. Bennigar Williams, but he was popularly known as Gans. Gans, he was born on April 27, 1961, 62 years old. And we are told that Gans, he lived most of his life in England. He was living in Jamaica at Prospect District in the Green Island area of Hanover. We are told that Gans, he was in the process of crossing the road. Now, if you are still looking on your screen, he was crossing from the left to the right side of the road when there was an accident. Look at the car again. We are told that Gans, he was hit and he went onto the bonnet and the windscreen of the car. As a result, he was then thrown forward onto the asphalted road surface. Gans, he received serious head and bodily injuries, and that was it for him. He ended up dying as a result. Sad indeed. This next incident, it took place early yesterday morning, Saturday, October 21, about 3 o'clock. It took place at Reedspen in the Portmore area of St. Catherine. We are learning that a man, he's in his early 40s. He's an auto body repairman, but he also rears some goats. We are told that at night, the goats, they are housed in a goat pen near to this man's house. About 3 o'clock, early yesterday morning, The man was fast asleep when he was awoken by the goats bawling. The man, he tried to peep out, but he could not see outside properly. As a result, the man, he picked up his phone, turned on the flashlight for the phone, opened the front door, and as he was heading outside, he was struck down by 3 hoodlums who were armed with guns. The hoodlums, they took the man's phone and told him to lay down on the ground. They then went to the goat pen and stole 4 of the man's 7 goats. They then loaded them into a black motor vehicle that was parked nearby and made good their escape. Luckily, the man was not harmed. Just like that. In this next story, this one took place last night, Saturday, October 21, about 7 o'clock. It took place at Overton Plaza in Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. We are learning that a man, this man, he's called Omar. He's in his early 40s and for a long while now. Omar, he has been selling fruits from a stall in the parking lot at the Overton Plaza. Last night, Omar, he was at his stall when a white Toyota Axio motor car entered the parking lot. A hoodlum, armed with a gun, he jumped out of the car. He then opened gunfire at Omar, hitting him in his chest. Omar, he fell to the ground and the hoodlum, he jumped back into the car and made good his escape. Omar, he was subsequently transported to a nearby hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 4 9mm spent shells and 2 live rounds were recovered from the scene. The mayhem, and still in the parish of St. James. This one took place last night about 8 o'clock. It took place at the People's Arcade in Montego Bay. We are learning that a lady. Now, this lady, she's a hairdresser. She's in her late 30s and she's living in the parish of St. James. This lady, she operates a hairdressing shop in the People's Arcade where she styles both males and females hair. Yesterday afternoon, the hairdresser, she had a male customer. Now, this male customer, he's in his mid-20s and he's living in the Texas area of Norwood in St. James. We are told that the lady, she finished styling his hair at minutes to 8 o'clock last night. He was her last customer. The lady, she locked up her shop and she was now heading to the Montego Bay bus park to get a taxi to go home. The guy was also walking beside the lady, but someone was waiting for them. And from all indication, that someone wanted the guy dead. As they were walking towards the bus park, a hoodlum confronted them. This hoodlum, he had a gun in his hand. He opened gunfire at them, hitting the hairdresser to her left foot. The hairdresser, she fell to the ground, but by this time, the guy who was walking beside her, he ran off. The hoodlum chased him and fired several bullets at him, hitting him to his upper body. The hoodlum, he then made good his escape on foot in the area. The hairdresser and the guy, they were transported by residents to a nearby hospital where they were treated and admitted in a serious condition. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. In this next story, on Friday morning, October 6, about minutes to 9 o'clock, 2 ramp assistants working at Wisinko in the Lakespen area of St. Catherine, they had a dispute. One of them, his name is Ryan Mendez. Ryan was born on September 8, 1988, and he lived in the Seaview Gardens area of Kingston. The other one is Kishma Haughton. He celebrated his 19th birthday on October 7. So this incident took place one day before Kishma's 19th birthday. Kishma, he's living in the Davidson Crescent area of Kingston. Now, both of them, Kishma and Ryan. They were at work when they had a dispute. The dispute became physical, and Kishma, it is alleged that he used a ratchet knife to juke Ryan 4 times in his neck. We are told that other co-workers intervened and they took away the knife from Kishma. Ryan, he was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. Kishma, both he and the ratchet knife were handed over to the police, and he has been in police custody ever since. Well, early yesterday morning, about minutes to 7 o'clock, Ryan, who was transferred from Spanish Town to the Kingston Public Hospital, he succumbed to his injuries. Sad indeed. So, co-worker Kishma, he'll be charged for the offense of murder. The mayhem. Now, still in the parish of St. Catherine, I carried a story last week, Friday, October 13. It was about an incident that took place the previous night, about 9:30. It took place at the bridge at Hibiscus Drive in the Reedspen area of Portmore. I told you that a guy, he was a passenger in a car when the car stopped. The guy, he was pushed from the car, and hoodlums in the same car, they opened gunfire hitting him to his head and his upper body. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the said motor car. Now, when I carried this story, I told you that the guy was not yet identified. Well, he has now been identified. There he is on your screen. His name is Jevaughn Linton, but he was popularly known as Javi or Cuz. Javi was born on April 19, 1994, 29 years old, and he lived at Station Street in the Kingston 14 area. What we are learning is that Javi, he was a hoodlum who committed many robberies and shootings in the Portmore area. In fact, remember that Javi, he was killed on Thursday night, October 12. Well, during that same afternoon, a lady, she was held up and robbed by hoodlums in the same Portmore area. This lady, she was robbed of cash and other valuables to include a cellular phone. Well, when the cops found Javi after he was killed, 2 cell phones were found in his pockets. One of the cell phones was the same cell phone that was robbed from the lady, and Javi, he was identified as one of the robbers. Another hoodlum bites the dust. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button. As also, hit on the notification bell. Then click all, so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Now, we are working on 2 stories. We are learning that a guy, popularly known as Ben, he was living at Jacksontown in the parish of Trelawney. He was shot and killed last night in the same Jacksontown area. Also, we are learning that hoodlums shot and killed a guy at Frome, right across the manager's gate at the Frome Sugar Factory in the parish of Westmoreland. That killing took place this afternoon, about minutes to 4 o'clock. I'm doing some digging and I will be updating the 2 stories. Stand by. But in the final story for today, and remember me tell you, I will be coming back to this story because there are some information that I need to verify before I repeat them. But this one, it took place yesterday evening, Saturday, October 21, about minutes after 6 o'clock. It took place along the Hartford main road in the parish of Westmoreland. We are learning that a guy, his name is Dillion Brown. Next month, on November 26, Dillion, he will be celebrating his 26th birthday. He lived at Shrewsbury housing scheme in the Petersfield area of Westmoreland. We are learning that Dillion, he had gone to visit family members who are living in a lane in the Hartford area, but someone was watching Dillion's every move, and for some reason, Dillion, he was marked for death. We are told that while Dillion was in the lane visiting family members, a blue motorcar was parked along the main road, waiting for him. As Dillion was riding out of the lane, the motorcar drove up beside his bike, and hoodlums in the car, they opened gunfire at him, hitting him to the left side of his chest and his back. Dillion, he fell from the bike, and the hoodlums, they drove away, making good their escape. We are told that residents, they rushed with Dillion to the Sav-la-Mar hospital, but it was too late. He was pronounced DEAD on arrival. We are told that when the police processed this crime scene, 6 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Good boy them no out can't take, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a pay blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica.